So we're really just really imposing on my space here, mate.
Oh, your top down has really ruined everything. Is that what you're saying?
You're yeah, we got your little stickers set up here. I was wondering what these were. I
People
was
can't see them.
actually going to peel that off. Thinking,
People can't see them. They're
okay,
out. They're
so that's out
of
of. So that's in. That's out. There, look. In, out. It's riveting, isn't it? Riveting.
You put your
podcasting.
left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in, and you shake it all about.
Yep.
How good's this content, folks?
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers. Diet Coke. Look.
oh, hang on.
There you go, mate. Oh, riveting. Look at that. Diet Coke. Boom.
Great. We're in auto mode, so it's not going to stay there.
Oh, so you got to manually switch to that
Well,
one. That's not included in the auto mode.
I've got to manually switch to it, and when I do, I've got to turn off auto mode.
It's complicated, mate. You're just in the cockpit over there, aren't you?
There's a lot going on.
There is, yeah. You're
We share the load
multitasking.
here. On a Wednesday, we share the load. You do all the pre-work on the movie show, and I've got to fly the plane on a Wednesday.
Yep.
You log the flight path.
Yeah. Yep.
And mate, the movie's not a hard thing to fly. Okay, let's be honest. All right.
Yeah, it's
as evidenced by all the videos of that show.
It's well, didn't we try? We tried a video and it got the copyright hits within like 10 seconds.
Maybe we should do the first, but you got to
first half,
and then you didn't move your bloody iPad, so it's just obstructed by your iPad.
Sorry for having the script in front of me.
Well, you could put it on your laptop, maybe.
Position it down low.
Put it lower.
Yeah, just put it.
Because I think the first 15 minutes could be on YouTube.
Yeah, and then we'll say for the rest of the show.
Yeah, because what we can do is we can record and for the rest of the and I can just put that on every week.
Yeah, right, okay. Let's give it a crack in a week or two.
At some point, yeah, that's a good point. I don't know when it'll be, but we'll get to it at some point. But we'll make great use of the top 10. If you're listening to the show, which most people do, we acknowledge most people are listening to this show.
Yes.
We
want to convert you to viewers.
This week, it's probably not a bad idea to hit the
some great
video
stuff
show.
we're going to show you. We're going to show. We're not going to just tell. We're going to show.
Yeah. So sometimes it's going to make a difference. Not always though. Not always, because we acknowledge that. And I think we got feedback when we talked about it last. People were like, "Well, yeah, but I drive to work listening. I have a habit."
Fair enough. It's not for everyone.
This is my habit of the way I listen.
It's not for everyone, but I think maybe give it a go. When you're not driving, you might have some spare time.
The thing that always convinced me that you, at least as a podcaster, need to do video is the shareability. So if you go on Facebook and share a link to a Apple podcast or Spotify link, the number of people that click it is probably 3. Even if you've got 50 million friends on Facebook, right? Yeah. But if you were to think it's insightful what we talked about on this week or previous week's show or whatever, and you grabbed the link off YouTube and you shared it on Facebook, boom, people can just watch it.
That's right,
so
right there. Yeah,
it's much more shareable. And is it Scott from Espresso? Scott, isn't it?
Scott, yep.
Who I'm not wearing that shirt today, mate. So another day. I haven't been doing the Opus clips. I'll be honest. That's my bad. But I've just never found them to be our best bits. Yeah, because social clips is huge, and
they've got to be bite sized too. They've got to be just right.
I feel like, and
we're not bite sized. There's a problem.
That's a chomp. I feel like I need someone post, and it does look like. If someone hears something hilarious,
we need a producer.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Is that right? Is that what you're getting at?
That's basically it. Yeah, and Jackson's getting paid big bucks by Channel 9. The chances of me getting him here on a Wednesday, he's there now. Like he's just started his shift.
You can't afford him, mate. You can't afford him.
No, I could, but I'm not going to pay him that much. That's all. Yeah. Anyway, I've just started. He's just started his shift right now, and he would prefer to be making. So
is he working all around the place, or different times?
He's just casual. So he's now doing Monday, Tuesdays at TAFE.
Yep.
So this week he's got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
At 9?
At Channel 9, yeah.
Right.
So
working the Arvo shift?
Yeah.
Like 1
till...
So
it's basically mornings or Arvos. It's basically 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. or 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that.
That's how it works.
As I said to his grandmother, my mother, I said he makes thumbnails for YouTube. I'm sure it's a much more complex job than that. Yeah, there's a full-time job being advertised, so that's why he's getting so much work now. There's a vacancy.
Really?
And it was fun to read the job description. It was like, okay, that's what they do.
Why don't they give him the job?
Because he's a TAFE.
Oh, right. So it's just cash. You can't do the full time. You can't put in the full-time hours.
No, okay. We had this conversation with him. It's like, mate, you're 18. Do you really want to go all in on a job right now? Like, it's great to have a job and earn money. Excellent.
Yeah.
But he of his own accord decided to finish TAFE.
Yep. What's he studying?
Do the
again? Media.
screen and media.
Screen and media, yeah.
Do the diploma or whatever it's called.
That's
and
handy.
so that's good. But even at the end of that, I'm going to be like, mate, just for reference, feel free to take a couple of months to yourself. Like, you're allowed to go away.
Geez, Dad.
You're allowed to go overseas.
Go away, yeah.
You're allowed to do
Has
something.
he had any? Well, he's travelled with you, with your family.
He's travelled with me, and we went to Houston.
But when you're picking up the bill, he'll think,
That's all well and good, right?
I'll fly, I'll go.
So, and then go, okay, I want a full-time job. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not a gap year. I'm not a big fan of a gap year.
I never had a gap year. I was straight into work. I was working 2 weeks after my HSC, last HSC exam. I was working in News Limited.
Hasn't stopped since then.
Yeah.
It's full on. He's a hard-working man, Stephen Fenner.
Straight into it, yeah. What about you? You never did. I never did uni. You never did uni. I did a 3-year cadetship though.
Like I pulled out. I've got my 1995 diary printed, the book. And, in an old print, I think I've said this before, in an old printed diary, there's that calendar, like a one-page calendar.
Yep.
And I showed Jackson, I said, this was months ago, I showed him, I had a key, if I put a triangle around a date, I was working at AK Network Computing doing tech support for an internet provider. Or if it was a square, I was at Optus Vision. If it was a circle, I was at Speedway Racing News. It was like I had, and then another one for 2GB. I was working heaps of jobs, just had to balance your week and earn money, whatever.
Yeah.
I always just worked.
You were just
wherever
a journeyman.
I could.
You were a journeyman.
Yeah, I guess until I landed a full-time job at 2GB, I was just, every day I could work, I'd work anywhere.
Just wherever they take you, mate?
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah. No, I was straight into News Limited, did my cadetship, got graded, became, worked in sport. All I ever do was be a sports writer, and I did that, and then became sports editor.
Tick,
and then,
done,
finished. Became sports editor, and, was sports editor during a little event called the Sydney Olympics, which was pretty good.
Also, South Sydney's been kicked out of the comp.
Yeah, I was deputy sports editor when that happened.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah. Good times, eh?
Yeah, that was, mate. I could write a book about.
You really should.
Being on the inside of the whole.
Well, you don't have
kicking
any.
south.
You don't have any links to News Limited anymore.
No links and loyalties at all. Absolutely, yeah. I could do how like a warts and all for a view from the inside of South getting kicked out, the whole Super League.
Because the best part of that story is that's front page news, let alone back page sports news, and it was buried. The march.
Well, the march, that was, and that's my personal story too. That happened to me. There was the editor told me.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, mate. That alone, that's a chapter on its own. That bit there.
Do you lead the book with that to get them in, and then you work the story around? I've never read a book, so I don't know. Is that?
You normally start a book like that with sort of some big incident, and then
then
go back to the start.
go back.
Go back to the beginning and how. Yeah,
because that's what makes it because you don't want to make it a memoir, but it is a from the inside thing. It is like like a documentary. It is a personal story.
Yeah, mate, I'm surprised no one hasn't made a Super League documentary yet. Where the game was split in two, and the war that happened, and I was on the News Limited, the Super League side. We should
get into sports documentary preparation because we've got the Athens incident. We've pitched that as a story.
That's an eight episode Netflix show, mate. We already thought.
Mate, I think we can wrap it up in 3 episodes.
Maybe, yeah.
But
who would play you?
No, it's a documentary, mate.
Oh, doco. Okay, so I thought a dramatisation.
No, I just think documentary. I want to be sat in a room. You know how Netflix.
I'll tell you who would play you. I can tell you right now.
Rightio.
Angus Sampson. The dude on Lincoln Lawyer, Aussie actor. He's got the beard. Yeah. We just sort of trim up your beard a little bit, and I reckon he'd play you, Angus Sampson. Angus, if you're listening, let us know. You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
You do know what I'm talking about?
I want to do the documentary where I get to sit in a room that looks like it's dishevelled and like who chose this room?
Two cameras on you,
poorly lit, and then just one. And you do the whole. Hang on, I'll do the intro. You ready? So I'll do this. I'll just talk to you for a minute. Just talk to yourself.
Yep. So you like,
this is the intro to the Netflix. It's like
you're sitting down. It's right.
Sorry, are we rolling?
Yeah.
That's how they do it nowadays.
That's great. I think that's real. It makes it a little bit more raw.
It's just become the Netflix documentary interview start.
Right. And the other bit too is the drone shot of a city.
Yes.
And then the name comes up.
I feel like
Tennessee.
I feel like there's good money in just taking drone shots of country towns.
Oh, absolutely, and selling them. Yeah, having the footage live visioned for you. Yeah, mate. Absolutely. But no, there is a a style guide, to those documentaries.
100%.
They do the sort of stuff. I was interested. You mentioned the backgrounds and the rooms are in.
Yeah.
I think it was the OJ documentary.
The
that was on
OJ one
Netflix.
was the weirdest one.
Well, and they're all in they're like
messy
abandoned
rooms.
buildings,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, what the hell is that supposed
You
to
couldn't
represent?
hire a space. You decided just to go squat.
It was just like it was like that. Eh?
The squatters in the front room, they just gave them $50 to go and get food for the day.
Go buy a coffee, mate.
Yeah,
We'll be back
here
soon.
for a couple of hours.
We'll just take we need to put some lights up here. Just chill. I do remember. That was a good doco, by the way. Fantastic doco. Have you watched the Osama bin Laden one yet?
No, you know what? Here's what's happened.
What's happened, mate?
I was out at
He's
an
still
event
dead.
in the city with Victoria last night. Amanda texted me and she goes, "You watched the Osama documentary, didn't you?" I go, "No, I'm waiting for you and Harry." And she goes, "Oops." Her and Harry watched it last night. They thought I had watched it.
Mate,
so I said, well, fine, I'm watching it on the plane.
That means Yellowstone.
No, so I said, I'm already in trouble from a listener for not having finished Yellowstone.
Come on. What is wrong with you? You got to get into that. I did, mate. What other show? I told you about Paradise on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm saving that for the plane.
No, we've got a long flight to Berlin in about 3 weeks, so we're
24 hours of plane travel plus layovers and things. I need some movies.
How long are your layovers?
No, I don't think they're that bad.
Yeah.
No.
Are you going 2 stops, 1 stop?
2 stops. We're going by Malaysia.
Are you really? I'm going via Doha.
I'm a cheapskate. I'm not. You're
via Doha, on Qatar Airlines.
Yeah, very nice. Pointy end, middle end.
Pointy end.
Okay. Yeah, you got some
deals.
Doing very well. Hey?
Got some deals worked out, mate.
Doing very well.
But hey, I'm going by myself. I'm not taking someone else with me as you are.
I also like to make a profit on trips.
We'll squeak ahead there. We'll squeak ahead.
Oh, so I might just think about my accommodation costs then.
Well, no, sorry, mate. Locked in.
No, it's all good. Yeah. All right, we're not here to talk rubbish. We're here to do this.
Welcome to Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Not a bad price.
With Trevor Long from EFTM.com.
Really handy device.
And Stephen Fennick from TechGuide.com.au.
Great to have your company here on Two Blokes Talking Tech. This is episode 695, Stephen.
695.
Which means we're 5 away from 700. What breaking news.
That's
and
good
in
maths, mate.
In the next couple of weeks, we will test the new feature of the Roadcaster Duo, which is called Call Me. I think we need to subscribe to something, just so you know.
Do you? No,
there's a cost involved. It's like a software subscription.
I can do that.
Anyway, because that could allow us to do higher quality joint shows.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, Riverside's amazing, but we don't use Riverside for video. We may as well just find an audio solution that's actually high quality.
Absolutely.
And if that's the case, then we're good for trips that we're each on or we're both on or whatever. So that'll work really well for us in the future. So fingers crossed, we'll be sorted for all the future shows. We'll do $6.99 in the Airbnb at Berlin.
Yeah, we will. Breaking news: Trevor and Steve are sharing an Airbnb. And Val
with
too.
gadget guys, Val Quinn.
Val, there's the Val, Trev, and Stephen are in the same.
I've got a king bed.
Roof.
I've got a king bed. Steve's got a king bed. Stephen's got a double bunk, and Val's sharing two single beds in a room with his cameraman.
Is it a big bunk?
It's not. It's a big bunk at the bottom and a small one at the top. I'm worried about you lurching up at night and hitting your head.
No, mate, I don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, we'll be right. We'll work it out. Anyway, thanks to the great people at Arlo and Netgear, and we appreciate their support. And a shout out to Lambro for all of his support of us and Two Blokes Talking Tech over many, many years, mate. We'll keep in touch and we'll be working hard with you wherever you end up, my friend. But thank you to Arlo and Netgear for their ongoing support of Two Blokes Talking Tech. Stephen, there is a bit to get through. We have to talk NBN later.
Yes.
We're going to talk projectors, see how we're doing the pre-promote based on techguide.com.au. And DJI's got a new camera. Wait to hear about that. But first, we'll talk iPhone dummies, Stephen. I've got I've never received so many dummies in my life.
Yeah. There's 2 dummies sitting right here, but anyway.
The box that arrived when I said sure. Normally it's 3 phones.
They under promise and over deliver. Or what do they do?
Yeah, it's a lot of phones. So let's start at the bottom. So what this is you'll remember some months ago.
Yep.
We had these.
Oh yeah. Yep.
The metal dummies. So these are hard metal. We got these months ago to find out what the
that
is
going to be the iPhone
Max.
17 Pro Max.
Yep.
So look at the massive
huge camera
bump.
So we got these. I didn't bother with the next level dummy, which is kind of like a plastic version to see what it looks like because we know what it's going to look like, all right? But the one that comes after that, and now we're a month away, broadly.
Yeah.
Let's call it 5 weeks probably.
Yep.
Based on our count, away from the next iPhone.
Yep.
And so what comes next in the dummy world are colours. So we'll lay these out, and then, hang on, I haven't cut to it yet. Lay these out, and then we'll show people the planned colours for the base model.
So this is the iPhone 17. Okay.
That's them there. So you've got a standard black, a white. The blue is a lot lighter this year.
I think it's like the new MacBook Air colour.
Yeah, and remember what you're seeing here on camera might not be exact to what we see here in the flesh, and they're not always perfect either. Last year they were pretty close, but often these are just a little more bold, and sometimes the Apple ones are a bit more washed out. Sometimes it's the opposite. But I actually think when we get through the whole lineup here, this is probably going to be very close. Do you call that a lilac, a purple, or a pink?
I call that a lilac.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's not quite pink.
Because last year it was pink, right?
Yeah.
So in the 16 there's a pink.
Yeah, and the glass, are these made of glass?
No.
Because the glass has the colour has sort of a different kind of nature to it.
That's why it's interesting to look at the side of these. If you look at them side on, it's a slightly different colour to the back.
Yeah.
Very slight.
Right.
But the other thing, and I want to be very clear here, I don't know that this is representative. These base model iPhone 17s do not have a SIM tray.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So these are the US models
here on
though?
Actually, this one does. No, that's a camera control. Here on the volume side, you would normally see a SIM tray of some sort. Now, the critical thing I want to point out here is
that's the power button.
These are made for case manufacturers. Case manufacturers don't put SIM slots in, so it doesn't matter if there's a SIM slot or not for a case
because it's not accessible from the case.
So I want to be clear. I don't know that that's going to happen. In fact, I doubt it.
Could these also be the US ones?
They could be, but the Pro models we'll
one?
get to do have a SIM slot. So just a weird intricacy of the dummies.
I don't think Apple's going to remove one and keep one on the other.
I don't know. You think about just make the entry level people go through the pain in Australia first.
Yeah, right. Well, but is it pain though, or is it convenience?
It was a bit painful in America those first few months, and I don't think Australia's telco network is quite as ready for it to go eSIM. So anyway, so that's your
Black,
base
white,
model.
Blue, green, lilac,
purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
nice. I don't mind those colours.
Not bad. I think that'll work out.
So this is the 17.
Standard
base
17.
model, so 6.3 each screen.
6.1.
6.1 each screen.
6.1-ish.
So now we're looking at...
Hang on, let's just go back to because these ones used to say something. No. On the front it says something. That's just the dimensions. It's not the it's not the screen size.
So again, remember this is for a case manufacturer, so they can put the case.
What do you want to
on
see next? Air or Pro?
Air, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's move up through them because there's going to be no plus. So it's 17 Air.
That's right.
True?
That's what we understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these ones.
So this is going to be your blue Air.
Wow.
Your white Air. Your black Air, and I'm calling this. You look at that, Stephen. I'm calling that natural titanium. That's natural.
Yeah, right.
Don't you think it's the same as the natural one?
Yeah, same as on the Pro.
Yes.
Wow.
So I think that's probably. I don't know
look
what they'll call
the size of that island
for a single camera.
And look how thin it is too. Look at that.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Yeah.
And
get out the 17. Where's the 17? Just compare the.
Oh, right.
Grab the pink one. Just compare the 17. Thickness.
Put it face to face.
There's the thickness. Look at that. Look at the difference.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah. So it's nearly half the thickness.
So in positioning wise, so what's that? So you're what are you calling that?
I'm calling that
titanium. Natural.
Well, we don't know that it's going to be made of titanium. Do we?
Yeah, right.
We don't know that it's going to be titanium.
Mate,
I don't think Samsung's Edge is titanium.
My guess is the 17 Air is going to have more in common with the Pro than the regular one.
Yeah.
I'd say, so have a look at the Air. Oh, now they've got the same colour edges, haven't they? Because the Pros tend to have the sort of the aluminium titanium edges. So, interesting. So the colour goes to the side as well.
Yes.
But look how thin that is. That's amazing.
Yeah, no, it feels very nice in the hand, I'll be honest.
Is there a SIM card on this one?
No. No SIM slot on this one either. But again, let's be clear, I don't know that that's representative of the phone.
Yeah, right.
But I will flag it as being a possibility.
Look at that big island. It's massive.
Yeah, but it's still only a single camera, mate. This will not sell as well as they think it will. Because, mate, if my kids or anything...
chuck another camera in there?
It's just so easy.
Especially considering, like, it's taken the place of the Plus, which has 2 cameras, and one short of the Pro, which has 3 cameras.
Yeah.
So Why didn't they make this sort of the middle ground? At least have two. Like they've set it back worse than the 17.
It's a 16E phone in terms of photography.
Skinny 16E. Yeah, they've just put it in a vice.
And I just, mate, that is a problem. I
love this colour though, the blue. I love it. That's nice. If I had to choose, that'd be my colour right there.
I would not use a phone without a second lens.
Really?
My daughter. I gave my daughter a 16E to use.
Yeah, and she went,
gave it back after a couple of weeks because she just needs the 0.5s because that's what the kids do.
Yes. Well, the S25 Edge, the Samsung competitor, which was already been out a couple of months, has two cameras.
Yeah.
And doesn't have anywhere near the island of that. Look, the size of that island.
Yeah.
So you could easily fit another camera in here. Look, right there.
Yeah.
They've got a whole lot of space for it.
Yeah. And the island, the big island doesn't stop it from being a little wobbly on the table.
Yeah, because the camera's sticking out of that island.
Because the camera's still 6
There's 3 levels. Yeah. Level here, level there, level there. It's 3 levels on the back.
It's a 3-level apartment. Very good.
Amazing.
So that's your Air, which I think will get a lot of talk, but I just worry that the single camera is
that might be a turn-off. Well, you know what? You're going to spend that. Look, that won't be cheap, right?
No.
You're spending that amount of money. You'd expect a better camera.
Oh, I think so.
Don't you reckon?
I really think so.
At least a 2-camera system in it. Come on.
All right, shall we roll out the Pro?
Let's go, mate.
All right, let's do the
Pro. So this is the Pro, not the Pro Max, the Pro.
They're exactly the same colour. So
all right, let's go the Pro. You go. Now I'm going to fit them all first.
Well, no. So that's your black Pro.
Wow.
Your white Pro.
Yep. Your GoPro.
I love the blue Pro.
Ooh, wow, look at that.
But bro.
Whoa, what do you call that?
Orange.
Is that Donald Trump? That's called the Donald Trump.
Well, when we used to have a drink bottle at EFGM you could buy, and we called it Presidential Tan.
Do you think Apple would be that cheap?
No, they definitely wouldn't.
Yeah.
And you know, I will do a video on this at some point, but
I like them.
The funny thing here is that this would be the greatest phone for a McLaren fan. Or for Oscar Piastri.
But
they're sponsored by Google, Chrome, Android. McLaren is sponsored by Android. And
I like the blue better, mate.
You like the blue?
I love this one. Is that the colour? You were a McLaren man.
No, I would not choose the orange any day. I'd choose the blue.
I love the blue.
Suits the background here.
Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah, so hold them side by side, the blue and the orange. They're, it's a bold colours. They are very bold colours.
They are.
The current Pro models are extremely, what do you call it, conservative in terms of colour. They are not colourful.
Because they're like, there's natural and titanium.
There's like a black.
Right.
They are extremely conservative.
And so, hang on, so this has got coloured edges too.
Yeah, and the coloured edges seem from this to be more vibrant, which might indicate that glassish black. There are some renders people have done of a different colour on the back here, and yes, the Apple logo is lower. It's halfway below the island as opposed to halfway on the phone.
I heard it was because it used to be up here. Yeah. Wow. So. No, I noticed that the colour, because the last year's Pro didn't have the same colour on the side, did it?
No, because when you think about the natural titanium's like a brown, a light brown back and a goldish edge. It's very different.
Right.
So this will be the same, I think, because the white will be silver.
So these are the Pro. So
these are the Pro, and the Pro Maxes look. Yeah. Let's call them 6.3. These will be what 6.7 or something. Phone. What are they?
6.9.
6.9.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah. That's what she said.
Boom.
Yeah. Look, it is a very bold colour choice. Don't you think? This is if this is true.
You know what you could call this? Peach.
Yes, that's what I said in my video. I said I think it's a peachy orange.
Peachy.
I think it's the most bold colour range Apple's had since the 10R? Those plastic ones? What were they? No, the 5C. Remember the 5C?
What colour was that?
The Apple, they were like the rounded plastic back ones. When they came out, we thought they were going to be this cheap iPhone, but they weren't. They were just the next one. It was a 5C, I think it was.
That island is massive. Yeah. Why do they do that? That's big.
Well,
look, it's probably grow on you, but
I think it'll grow on you. I don't know why the flash or other sensors need to be further away. Is it the LiDAR sensor that's over there? I don't know if they'll even quantify why they moved it.
Well,
why would they?
Looking at that, right, so see how there's more space here now. So see how before these used to be from there onwards was flush.
Yes.
Okay. So that extra bit of space there, do you think that's given them some
Circuitry.
new whiz-bang feature they could add now to the... They never had periscope, did they?
No. So do you think they're going to be able to pull off a 10 times optical?
Well, mate, why you're not just going to put that there for the sake of it, are you?
I think
Are you
might.
going to put that there for the sake of it, just
I
having
think
that
you
extra
might.
space and weight?
I think
for
you
nothing?
might. It's
Really?
design only.
I'd be very surprised if that is in there for a reason.
Differentiate the phones from last year. As simple as
Yeah,
that.
they do that, but I reckon the engineers be saying, mate, Tim, son, old boy,
old mate.
if you're going to have that extra space,
putting
then,
Tim Cook in a headlock.
Come on, brah, come on. Then why don't we, you old cobber, why don't we have some more stuff in there? Get if it's the how they work in fractions of a millimetre, right? That's a lot of space in there.
Well, I would argue
something.
that thing is just on top of the phone. I would think that's just a piece of glass, essentially.
So it's just a weight.
It's
just weight, size and weight
aesthetic
added
weight.
just for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Really? You reckon? I reckon. My prediction: they're going to have a whiz-bang new camera feature that's only possible because of the bigger island.
Okay. Well, I don't doubt they'll have a whiz-bang camera feature, but when the teardowns come, I don't think it'll have anything to do with the island.
Right. Interesting.
But the blue is great.
Love blue.
Big fan.
I don't mind the white. The white is striking too. That's
but
quite
remember,
nice.
so there's also rumours that one of them is going to be pearlescent.
What?
Is it in the standard iPhone or in the Pro?
Oh, so there you go. So that's more. These are more. Okay, so the aluminium sort of matches. Well, that's got a more silver, eh?
Yeah. So the white's always had a silver edge.
Yeah, right.
And you'll see there's a SIM slot on the volume side.
There it is too. Yes.
But again, don't know what that means from a dummy perspective. Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go, folks. Those are the colours of the iPhone 17 range, if these dummies are to be believed.
Yep.
Which it is always, you never know, but they've never really had I've never had them go wrong.
Yeah.
They've never
They're normally
failed
pretty
me at this
accurate.
point.
Hey? Yeah.
So,
it's just where we don't know the name of the colours. What they're going to call it.
Genuinely how vibrant they are. Like if you're a
Peach, black, blue, white.
if you're a case manufacturer, you're happy to. I've already seen people unboxing cases and showing them on, right? Because that's what case manufacturers want to push. You
have a clear case.
Build a case, fine, but you would not. I don't think build a case to match in colour yet until you've properly seen.
Maybe the clear ones you get away with. That's fine.
Yeah, and a single colour, like a white one or whatever, just a colour that you want to put on. But if you're building it to match the phone, it's a bit dangerous.
And I'd
at this
imagine
stage.
too, like the cases before would only have to have this much showing. Now with this, having a colour, it'll make a nice contrast. So say you've got a blue case with this, or it'll look nice.
Well, the cases I've seen just have this big hole here. You're right. So if you put a blue case on here, you're still going to be able to see that
white
it's a white
square.
phone.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit of a mix and match.
Yeah. I'm just if I get
match the shirt with the pants.
Orange phone, I'm just going to get Amanda to do cricket for me. OP81 on here, so it just looks like it's Oscar Piastri.
There'll be a case for that, mate.
No, they won't, because they won't allow it, because they're sponsored by Google Chrome and Android.
Of course. That's
so.
I
Oscar.
I was listening to you before.
Poor Oscar is not going to be able to have an orange iPhone.
Do you reckon Oscar has forced to use an Android phone?
Yeah, they do. I've seen them in photos. Yeah.
So what he's using, a Pixel?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when he texts you back, it comes out green.
Green
on your message, mate. Does it or? Hey, the RCS still hasn't kicked in.
Yeah,
yet,
no,
hey?
it still hasn't kicked in.
And so you said that's up to the telcos,
Yep.
yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it's available, but the telcos have done nothing.
Yeah, no, Joe sent me a photo today, and I'm thinking, please send it through WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, mate,
didn't
come
show
on.
me. Yeah, no, we did usually, yeah.
So if we're a month away, is there any unknowns about the iPhone lineup at this point?
Mate, I can't. Well, just the names,
Camera
the colours, camera specs. Yeah, camera specs. I reckon because it's all engineering based. It's secret. I reckon they could easily. That could be one of the big surprises of the day. Is this whiz bang new camera feature?
Is the Air name locked in?
I would not bet against it. No, I reckon it's locked in.
Well, would you put your house on?
What else would you call it? It's an Apple
It goes back
brand.
to our conversation about what would you call the Flip if they did a folding phone?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
Yeah. Oh, they're sure there's a room of geniuses thinking about that right now. But
iPhone Ultra.
Apple's a company where they like stuff across their ecosystem to have some sort of symmetry, right? So, Air, MacBook Air, iPhone Air. What other Airs do they have? iPad Air.
Yeah.
iPad Air, iPhone Air, MacBook Air.
Interesting. The iPad Air is not really a thin phone though. Thin iPad. It's just it's actually just a spec thing.
Yeah, sure.
I think it is.
Their laptop is though. The laptop is.
Yeah, it's not as airish as the old.
But they don't have that's Pro Max. They don't have an Ultra, do they? Watch, just the Watch Ultra.
That's right.
There's no Ultra.
So they have used the word Ultra.
Yeah.
So does that become
just on the record? Samsung used that before Apple did.
Yeah.
Samsung had an Ultra phone
for years
before Apple had anything called Ultra.
Samsung.
I remember there was a
22
drama
Ultra.
when last year when Samsung announced their Watch Ultra, and everyone said, "Oh, how dare they? They used Ultra years before Apple did."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop Apple using it in their foldable phone, for example.
Maybe that's what it'll be. Maybe that'll be the Ultra.
Yeah.
iPhone Ultra will be the foldable. Yeah.
It's the only logical name. Folks. It's the only logical name that hasn't been used by them in the phone space other than Air.
Because what else is Ultra of theirs that they've got?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're not going to call it a Studio. Like the Mac Studio is a cool name, but it doesn't work in the
not as a
portable
folder.
mobile world.
Not as a folder. Ultra sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
Mini is a word they don't use in many things anymore other than Mac Mini. And obviously the iPad Mini.
They've got iPad Mini.
iPhone used to have that, and they should bring it back.
iPhone Mini, that's your favourite.
Such a good phone.
That's gone. That lasted, a year? 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
12 and 13. Yeah, and that was it.
I thought they'd bring it back. So
then they realised that Trevor Long was the only customer.
I still get calls on the radio looking for a smaller phone.
Yeah.
And my argument is, why don't you just do it every 3 years or 4 years? So
when there's demand for it.
Well, yeah. So you're always keeping some demand in the market.
That's not a bad idea.
You know what I mean?
So you don't have to produce it every year.
Like, do they do a 17E early next year? Probably don't need to.
No.
Do an 18E.
When did the 16E hours only been out?
That was an early 2025 thing.
Was that March?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So I wonder too when these come out, right? So normally, like, what can you still buy a 13? You can buy 13, 14 or not, just 14, 15 and 16 now?
Would you like me to go to the website and find that out for you right now?
I can do it if you want.
No, I'll do it. Apple.com.
So I'm wondering what they're gonna kill off. So I'd say the 14 will be gone. So they'll go 17, 16, 15.
Okay, so 14's gone, mate. It's just 15.
Okay, there you go.
They've only got the 15 and 16s with the 16E.
Have they changed the design of their website?
No, because they got rid of the 16. They got rid of the 14, I think, when they brought the 16E in.
They did too.
So after this device, there'll be a 16E, a 16, and then all the 17s. I don't think there'll be a 15.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you can't buy a Mini from Apple.
Yeah.
There's still some at JB's and stuff.
Yeah, I noticed the other channels have sort of those. They have sales on they've probably got stock of the old 14s and stuff, and they sell. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, wow.
So you're and again you said that we believe that the Air sits in the Plus spot in the range.
It's got more in common with the Pro side than the Plus. So
your standard iPhone 17 comes in at $1,400. Your Air comes in at $1,700, and then you go up from there.
More.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. $1,999 for the Air,
mate. The Pro.
Because what does the Pro start at?
That's the problem. The Pro is more around that space.
The Pro will be $2,199. There's got to be a gap.
Yeah. No, it's $1,799.
Do you think that at the moment? Do you think that they're going to be price increases? Samsung had slight price increases. They
always keep them fractional. So
yeah.
And this was we've had 1849 phones before, so this would be
okay.
The Pro at $1,799 and the Plus at.
What's the Plus? What can you buy a Plus for today?
$15.99.
Okay.
I just looked it up and then I got rid of it.
So 16, that makes sense.
No, let me check. Let me double check. But remember, that's one lens. $15.99, $1,600
because the S25 Edge isn't that $18.99 or $19.99
with two lenses?
Yeah, that's $18.99.
Yeah,
right.
You can't make the Air the same price as the Pro. You'll never sell one.
Yeah, like is the design good enough to carry it? As a desirable phone.
Here's your two options, right?
Yeah.
Probably, what is a 6.3 versus 6.7 inch screen?
Yeah.
There's a weight advantage to the Air. There's obviously an amazing, beautiful design and feel advantage. but there's a massive camera advantage over here.
That's remarkable, because you got the 17 with 2 cameras. You go down to 1 camera for the next one up in the lineup. Then you go up to 3 for the one after that. So
it makes no sense.
Like, where do you jump off? Do you, if you don't want the air, do you think I'm going to pay a bit extra and get 3 lenses, or I'm going to pay less money and get 2 lenses?
It makes no sense, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
The lineup is balked.
That's weird. Well, there must be some whiz-bangery with the large island, mate. There has to be some sort of whiz-bangery for that to be
pure design.
Because remember what was the phone? I remember Pixel. Early Pixel had 1 lens and they still took amazing photos. They had all this tech built into it.
Don't get me wrong. The 16E takes amazing photos, will this Air.
But not for everyone. I think we're used to having multiple lenses, like what your daughter said, right? Yeah. She wants choices, and you don't get choices with 1 lens.
Yeah. I need to have at least 2x zoom. Optical.
That's your minimum.
That's my minimum viable product.
Yeah. Wow.
I can't not.
Interesting.
So, but orange, mate. Who saw that coming?
Wow.
Did you see that coming?
No, not at all.
Don't think
Although
so.
peach. It's more peach, mate.
It's still orange.
It's peach. I think probably
papaya.
There'll be a little bit
more.
There'll be a little bit more muted, a little bit more.
Well, I feel like it has to be more muted than the one you're holding.
That's quite orange, or that's quite peachy.
It is. It really is.
It's peachy. I reckon a little bit more subtle.
Yeah,
turn it down a couple of stops.
Do you think they got time to do that on our request?
Well, no, don't forget, this is a dummy phone. This isn't Apple's phone. So
really,
yeah, this is what someone thinks Apple's doing. Okay, let's get it clear. Yeah. This is what someone thinks Apple's doing.
I'll just turn this one on. Imagine if it just turned on.
Oh wow!
Because I never tried that. Imagine if it just turned on. That'd be hilarious.
One of them was shake it.
You can feel the weight in it because they're just plastic.
Yeah.
Although, you know what's funny about these things? The screens, if they're not glass, they're shatterable.
Oh.
Because I've got 100 dummies downstairs from over the years, and one time I dropped them, and like 4 of them, the screen smashed.
Oh, no.
I'm like, is this happening?
Take it to one of the kiosks and get it repaired.
Go to an Apple store and
say, mate, can you fix this up? They'll go, what is this thing?
They open it up and go, I think the screen's the least of your problems.
I think you got sold a dud here, buddy.
No, I got sold a dummy.
Wow.
That'd
be funny. That'd be a good video prank. Should prank someone.
Only I was into prank videos, eh?
Yeah. I see a lot of the prank videos on the various platforms, and while I laugh at them, I don't think I could. Some of them are quite stupid and just unnecessary. Some of them are very funny.
The problem with social media these days is so many people have worked out the secret sauce to things like that. People love seeing donation videos or pranks and things, and now you're like, is this real?
Yeah. There's a guy. One of my favourites is a guy who poses as a statue. Have you seen this guy?
Yeah.
He's got like a hat and he's got another statue next to him, so they look like they're a pair of statues, and he's even got a statue dog. And he's just sitting there dead still, and when someone comes near him and he moves and they scream. Yeah. And I've seen him, he's been in Australia, he's been in Southeast Asia.
Not a bad way to travel the world.
He travels around, mate.
But like the prank style one, the other one is like those police pullover videos. Do you see the one where they pull over a judge? Yeah. And she's like, can't you see I'm a judge? She's wearing her, judge gear. It's like they don't wear that in the car. This is fake. But then you read the comments and the people are like, this is outrageous. It's fake.
Or the people go, no, the laws don't apply to me. I don't need a driver's license to drive a car.
Oh, sovereign
I'm
citizens.
not doing it. Yeah, I'm not a commercial driver. I'm just.
I don't have a contract with you or the government.
Oh my god!
Good on you, you complete imbecile.
The scare videos are good too. I laugh at the scare videos. They're funny as well.
Scare videos?
Where people jump out and they get scared.
Like just the bloke in the bush.
The Halloween one. The Halloween one is funny too, where the little kid's in the store and the Halloween thing goes in the store and the kid falls over.
You're on a different side of TikTok to me.
Maybe. But no, the guy hiding as the bush, that's a funny one too.
That is pretty good.
I've seen him for real, that guy, in San Francisco.
Really?
In Fisherman's Wharf. No.
Oh,
no, I recognise his MO.
Anyone wants an iPhone? Have I got a dummy
or a
for
dummy,
you?
Yeah, a dummy iPhone. If you want to look good with a new iPhone, what we should do? We should sort of walk down the street pretending it's real, and people go, "What is that?"
Should have taken one last night. I was in Martin Place. I should have taken one last night and walked past Apple's office.
Have you already got the new iPhone? Well, that'd be funny. Imagine walking into Apple and say, "Listen, any chance you can help me repair this?"
Or just stand in an Apple store, just as if you're typing.
Yeah, and people go, "What's that?"
Just have the staff.
What do you got there?
Can we get security to table 7A?
Trevor Long from the Today Show is causing trouble in the Sydney Apple Store, Sydney CBD Apple Store.
Maybe I'll go to
Code Blue.
Maybe I'll go to the Hornsby store on its last day and just wreak havoc.
Yeah, when is the last day coming up?
October.
Oh, wow, wow. Oh, they'll be out by then, mate. They'll be out by then.
I'll go on the day before opening. See, that's the fun time. Is not now. It's when it's been announced.
What do you mean? You've done that already? Because normally you've got the phone and the embargo's lifted. You've already gone, hey, check it out.
Yeah, I know, but you don't like.
You've done that already.
I've done it at actual Apple Day openings, but like if you did it 3 days beforehand, and you were standing there with an orange phone, imagine the staff.
That'd be funny. Yeah.
Should send one of the kids.
Although,
in.
do they have a queue anymore? Do
In.
they have a line anymore?
No.
Lines are dead.
There's
now.
a line at Sydney just for the people that have booked to come in.
Yeah, but there's no one camping out to be the first one anymore, are they?
Not really, no.
That's just gone. That's gone by.
Why would you? I've said this before. Why would you when you can order it online? It gets delivered to your house at like 9 a.m.
Yeah, it's funny, eh?
Worst case lunchtime.
But even when you could do that, there were still people lining up just for the experience.
Yeah,
and we asked them. I said, "Why are you here, mate? You could have already go. No, I just want to be part of it."
Yeah.
I've seen some pretty solid lines over the years.
Oh, yeah. iPhone 6 was the biggest.
That was massive. Yes, you're right. When it was the first Plus phone.
Right, yes. It went around the block, up York Street.
That you said they'll never do that. You want to go back, play back that episode, mate?
Not really.
You said they'll never do that, and then boom, they did. And that
Another
was
great reason not to have a producer.
Yeah, but it was, you're right. It was the 6. I can remember... There was a little bit of, I can remember talk. I actually thought I'm going to do a survey in the line. So I asked them, so I had all the models and all the sizes, and I asked them, what are you buying?
Yeah.
What are you getting? And they were all going after the Plus. Yes. It was new, right? And I could remember there was a lot of Asians in the line because at this point China wasn't getting the phone till a month later.
That's right.
And I can remember my procedure, my workflow on Apple launch day was capture your videos and photos and interviews, and then I used to go to McDonald's next door and write it up, right? They got Wi-Fi in there and I'm smashing it out. I can remember sitting upstairs and there was a guy with like 8 bags of iPhones from all people coming in and bringing them their iPhones they just bought, and him divvying them up and giving them their cash, and then off they go. So they were sending them back to China, and mate, for like triple the price or something, and then that was the... Wow. Now China's the same time release as Australia. But do you remember what I told about?
Oh, yeah. No,
I think I was with you. We were together.
I think we were going to do a podcast there.
Yeah. So interesting. How times have changed.
We think we're a month away. It'll be first full week, but second week of September.
What date are we thinking?
I think the 10th.
Is the launch date.
It feels like it to me. In
Which
Australia.
Is a Tuesday?
Australia, Wednesday the 10th. I think
early
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Yeah, I think early morning Tuesday. Wednesday
so 3 a.m. Wednesday the 10th? Wednesday the 11th?
No, Wednesday the 10th. Tuesday the 9th in San Fran.
Right,
be my guess.
Right.
And if it's a week later, I'm in debt because I got to stay in Europe somewhere.
Did it happen last year like that?
No, 2 years ago, I think it was.
So that was late launch, later.
Yeah, we got trapped and we went to Paris via the Nürburgring.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's bad luck, mate.
It was a tough day.
That's bad luck.
Tough day for Stig as a passenger.
I've got a return flight from Berlin. I'm that's locked in. So
yeah.
I hope it is a week later.
Yeah.
I hope it is. Come on.
That's horrible, Steve.
Come on.
How dare you hope that for me?
So you're just open-ended. You're open-ended, right? Thinking, ooh, we're going to be close here.
I don't have a return.
But last year was right on it, eh?
Perfect,
right on the money. Yeah, right. Okay. So a lot of assumptions going on.
I'm now nervous.
Come on, late mid-September.
All right.
Well, I'm covered, mate. Either way, I'm covered.
Good on you.
I've got a return trip.
Good on
Hopefully, if I get the invite, I doubt it, but
you'll be back.
I'm hoping I get a refund.
Yeah, you'll be able to fly. Yeah, all right. Well, let us know what you think. I'm keen to see what people think of the colours. You know how to find us. EFTM.com, techguide.com.au. We'd love to hear from you, folks.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech with Trevor Long and Stephen Fennick.
And we do it all thanks to the great people at Netgear, netgear.com.au. The NBN speed bump is coming in about a month, about the same time as the iPhone. So if you're going to get those better speeds, now's the time to look at getting a better Wi-Fi solution. I reviewed the Orbi 770 series, the Wi-Fi 7, this last week. And in the hall, I've mentioned him 3 times in different podcasts now. Joel Gibson from the Today Show told me he was looking for should he get a Wi-Fi 7, da-da-da. And when I was cleaning up, I thought, well, I mean, I'm done with the review. I'll give it to him. So I gave it to Joel, and he sent me a photo of his broadband at 135 speed. He goes, this is before. I went, okay. After 500 and something, because basically he's been paying for 500 meg speeds, and his mesh system, even though he's had it for years, a different brand, wasn't delivering the same speed into the house. So now he's got Wi-Fi 7. He's got the full speed he's paying for. So if you're going to get those higher speeds, so if you're on the 100, you're going to the 500, you're going to get the 750, the 1,000, the 2 gigabits, whatever it is, now's the time to look at your Wi-Fi system. You're getting the right speeds around your home for the internet that you're paying for. So you can find out all the solutions. Now's the time to shop because the NBN Speed Boost is coming to you if you're on fibre or HFC, and that is probably 50% of people right now. You can get yourself a nice Netgear Orbi from netgear.com.au.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Stephen, speaking of internet, speaking of NBN, big news for Elon Musk. He didn't win the contract for the NBN.
They would have competed for that,
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they went in hard.
This went to tender. It went to ROI and all those different things.
Yeah.
And so basically, rewind here. When the NBN was set up, and we're talking way back in the early 2010-ish, when it's all being planned, they designed and developed two big satellites called SkyMaster 1 and SkyMaster 2.
Yep. These are geostationary, is that right?
First one was launched in end of 2015. It was sent 35,000 kilometres up into the sky above Australia. And geostationary, as you say, it sits there over Australia.
Yeah.
A year later, the second one went up to cover the other part of Australia. So these two satellites beam down and wait for you to ask for something, and it sends it up and down. It's very good. Now, if you live where my mum used to, up in the bush, and you had ADSL, you're getting 1 megabit speeds in the middle of nowhere. This was unbelievable.
Yeah.
For, $50, $80 a month, you're getting 25 megabit speeds down, 5 meg up.
Big improvement on what you had before.
Remarkable.
Yeah.
But in that time, in that 10 years, we've come a long way. And we've had great advances in fixed, but we've also got these great advances in satellite, and we all know it through Starlink. And I think Starlink has built a great name for itself as an internet solution in regional Australia, let alone regional around the world.
Yep.
And so you can buy this device for $600. You can sign up for between $80 and $160 a month, depending on what sort of plan and thing you want. And you can have amazing internet because Starlink is what we call low Earth orbit. So 600 kilometres above the Earth.
Yep.
They sit and
LEO.
They circle the Earth, so there's thousands of them circling the Earth, and they create this network, a mesh of satellites. And
it's like an Orbi in the sky.
I went to Amazon's HQ 2 years ago and saw them talk about their plans for Amazon Kyper, Project Kyper, which is exactly the same thing. It's 3,336 satellites circling the air. They have launch plans. They've already booked rockets to launch all of those satellites.
So they've done 3 launches in the last less than 3 months.
78 satellites already up there.
And I think the total, what did you say, is over 3,300.
336 or something like that.
And my understanding too, did you stream the press conference or were you there?
No, I streamed
it. And the woman from Project Kyper was saying that they start from the poles and move north.
Yes.
So that's why Tasmania is going to get it first.
Yes.
So they're going to mid-2026, they're going to roll it out.
Yeah, it's going to be ready to go. So basically this new plan with Amazon replaces their offering, the NBN's offering in the bush.
SkyMaster,
for 300,000 customers who currently have access to or are in the footprint of SkyMaster. Now, I've got to tell you, I reckon there's They said to serve the people in that footprint. So my guess is that NBN won't sell you satellite outside of that footprint. Like at your house, they won't sell you the satellite.
Well, isn't Starlink the same?
No, Starlink just does it on demand. As long as there's enough capacity in their base stations, they'll sell it to you anywhere.
Really?
They don't care where you live.
So if I looked up now and wanted Starlink,
as long as they have capacity. And it may be at capacity in the...
So you mean capacity as in the... Because there's base stations on the ground.
They have to have capacity, those base stations.
Okay.
So my guess is that the deal is only for those 300,000 homes. Because I spoke to Amazon's local boss, Amazon Kyper's local boss on the EFTM podcast, and he said to me that they are, of course, going to launch commercial services. We don't know what it's going to be called. It won't be called Kyper. So it'll be called something else, I assume. Starlink is Elon's name.
So you're saying you can get it through... This is going to be one of the NBN offerings, but... Kyper's going to have another
Kyper will have
product,
their own
like a Starlink
And
competitor.
I'll tell you how that happens because, again, when I was in Seattle, I saw it. Amazon's Kyper has 3 terminals. So think of them like satellite dishes. One of them is like this big. That will do gigabit speeds.
Yep.
Okay. Or is it? No. I think it's gigabit speeds, right? Yeah. That's for commercial businesses. So imagine you're a commercial business in the middle of nowhere. Boom, you can get gigabit speeds. Amazing.
That's incredible.
Then there's one that's about 28 centimeters square.
Yep.
That'll do 400 megabits. That's what the NBN's getting.
Right.
So a square box like this that gets mounted to your roof, and you'll be able to get 400 meg speed.
Square box is not a dish.
No, it's not curved. It's neither is Starlink's thing. It's just a terminal. It's just a flat box on a stand. But then Amazon Kyper also have one that's about yay big,
like the size of a dinner plate.
Bigger than a CD, smaller than a dinner plate.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and it will do 100 meg. Oh. So I think Amazon will come out early next to mid next year with plans that are cheaper than anything the NBN, cheaper than anything Starlink offers.
Yeah, right.
Because it'd be great for people that are camping or just people that want better speeds than the NBN but don't want to pay the same price. I think Amazon will come out with something that is super aggressive in price.
There's a gap in the market because the feedback I get from readers
too expensive.
is Starlink over the top expensive. I had a guy email me saying, "Look, me and my wife, we travel in the caravan, and is there a cheap mobile solution?" I said, "Mate, problem is you're going in the middle of nowhere. There's no cellular network.
That's right.
It's Starlink or nothing.
Yeah.
So there is a gap in the market.
Even people that aren't moving, people that live remotely, are choosing Starlink out of angst. They don't want to spend all that money, but they have to. Starlink will lose thousands of Aussie customers if the NBN, because they said at that press conference that the prices they're targeting should be comparable or compatible with their fixed wireless and fixed line options. So they shouldn't be $150 a month. Right? They should be 110,
is it because
120.
there's no other competition in the market? Like once Project Kyper rolls around, you don't reckon Starlink's going to think of a lower tier to stay competitive?
Maybe they will. But how do you lower the tier? You're just going to speed limit, or are you going to data limit?
Because at the moment, I think what do you get full price Starlink? You get what, 200 megabits?
200 to 300, yeah.
So they might do a 100 version.
Well, I think that's going to be Amazon's win here is they do a 400 meg version by default for the NBN. Yeah. They're going to offer, I assume, a 100 plan as well.
And that's competing at Starlink on both sides.
Yeah. If you know someone that currently has NBN satellite offering, you're going to start to hear from the NBN. They're going to reach out. They're going to kind of do consultations. They want to understand how many people bother to change. Because like my mum, again, if she was still in Walker, she'd be like, I don't care, it's fine. What are we doing? But if someone came out with a cheaper one, we'd be like, yeah, cool. Of course. As long as it's the same or better speeds, we'd pay less. It's a fascinating partnership. And the fact that Elon's company didn't get it is huge.
What does that mean? Well, you can read between the lines as much as you want there, can't you? Like,
I think the offering from Amazon is pretty fascinating. You know, this is a new attempt at it.
Yeah. But are they already operating in other countries already?
They're only in test phase. There's only 78 satellites in the air.
Yeah, right.
That's not enough to cover anywhere.
Yeah.
But they'll
Australia is one of the first countries on their list too to support.
So Australia is the first place they've done a deal like this, which this is huge.
Mate, still with the government.
Yeah. So the bloke that runs Joe Lathan, I spoke to on the EFTM podcast, used to work at the NBN. Used to run their
He's got it in.
Used to run their fixed broadband back in the 10, 11 years ago. Really? And I said to him, don't you think it's ironic, amazing that there's no way you would have thought this was even possible 10 years ago. Like this is an unprecedented evolution in technology. And that's what he said. Right. Technology has moved so fast.
But a lot of the questions I had too were, isn't Starlink already? They're already partnering with the telcos. So the telcos have got Starlink to do the for messaging and eventually voice and data. Yeah. So while Starlink hasn't won the contract with the government, they've still got deals with the telcos.
Yeah, but that's for mobile. And Telstra obviously resells Starlink home services as well to put the dish on your roof. True. But it's
outside the NBN.
It's actually just competitive to fixed wireless. It's priced and speed the same as fixed wireless for the NBN.
Yeah, the fact that Project Kyper will be part of the NBN. That's attractive to customers.
It's huge. It's really, really big deal.
Interesting.
Anyway, if you want to read more about that, there's details at techguide.com.au and EFTM.com, and we'll keep you updated as the project rolls out. And mid next year, it'll be available. Well, it's interesting because they said that they'll be testing real soon. So I actually think mid next year it'll be commercially available.
Yeah, but early next year they'll do the testing.
And early next year they'll start the testing. Yeah,
maybe late this year.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. Project Kyper, and Kyper stands for some sort of constellation or some scientist that discovered a constellation or something like that. Yeah. I asked the dude. It's on the FT podcast.
Everything about tech you never wanted to know. This is Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Two Blokes Talking Tech is proudly supported by Arlo, and Arlo are at the moment having a birthday sale.
They are.
They are having
Happy birthday to you.
So how old are they? 7
Happy
years?
birthday. Oh, you're not joining it? Okay,
is it
7 years. Yeah,
up to
embarrassing.
30% off selected devices here, selected cameras. So well worth you. And you've only got till the 17th of August, by the way, to get into this. So you better get your skates on if you're thinking of adding to your system or starting out for the very first time. You'll be able to shop the Ultra 2 Spotlight wireless cameras, the Essential XL second gen cameras, also the wired floodlight cameras, and of course the very popular video doorbells as well. Your savings up to, what are we seeing here? I'm seeing up to 20%, 34%. There's a lot of savings to be had here. 34% saving on the video doorbell 2K was $179, now $119. Well worth a look. And this goes all the way down to the accessories as well. I often recommend for people, if they're buying cameras, multiple cameras, to buy also some spare rechargeable batteries. So you've got a couple of batteries always on charge. It's just a matter of then swapping out the dead battery with the battery off the charger, so you're never offline. Those rechargeable batteries are also up to there's 30% off as well. So here's your chance to not only maybe start out, add to your system, but also add those very important accessories as well. Check it out. You got till August the 17th. You can check it all out at arlo.com.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech.
Well, I've made a grave error here, Stephen.
What's happened?
I don't know where my backpack is, and that's where my DJI thing is. So with the top down's not going to get a work out here, is it?
Well, you can see pictures of it on Tech Guide and also at
Of course you
EFTM,
can.
EFTM.com. But the DJI, you think about it, right? They're known for their drones, known for their action cameras, and well, the drone's a flying camera, let's just say. Okay, so it's not just the fact that it can fly, but it's basically a camera. And so they've taken all those smarts and they've really developed over the years. Their action cameras have improved, the drone cameras have improved. So it makes sense for them. It's a pretty logical step for them to go into the 360-degree camera market. And the Osmo 360 is that product, has two large lenses on it. So each of them, how it would work, each lens has got 180-degree field of view. The software stitches it together, and you're getting literally every angle covered.
Yeah, it's funny. 9 years ago, oh man, I should have run.
There were heaps of 360
We should have done preparation for this segment because I've got downstairs the Samsung.
So have I.
Remember
still,
the 360 Fly.
Yes.
360 cameras. Now these were more. They were actually not 360 because they would kind of shoot upwards. They didn't shoot below them, but they were pretty amazing because this was in the era of we're going to do VR, we're going to do this and all that kind of stuff. And you could upload videos to YouTube and Facebook, and people would look around with their mouse. It was very, very
cool. Can you still do that now?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
But what's become very, very big in recent years has been the Insta 360. And I think DJI has just gone, guys, we're smashing in drones. We're actually doing really well in action cameras and portable gimbals and stuff with the Osmo.
Yep.
What's going on with this Insta 360 mob? Let's compete.
Hello. Yeah.
Now, the DJI Osmo 360 is a big chunky thing compared to the Insta 360, which is a much taller camera.
It is a bit bigger.
But it is essentially a big competitor. And it has better specs. So you're talking 8K 60 and stuff like that.
8K 60 frames a second.
But remember, 8K is an overreach in real terms, because it's that 8K is the total 360.
Yep.
That's like saying these screens in total are what's this, 12K?
Well, that's fair.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but it's one big clip.
But compared to the Insta 360, it is better.
Yeah.
And the big thing, and I did a video, it's on my Instagram, I hung this thing, kids and I drove out to Young, and we put it on a selfie stick, which was the small one, funnily enough, like 1.5 meters, maybe 2 meters, on an angle off the back of the car, and you drive along. And you'll see these photos. I see these ones on TikTok where there's someone doing base jumping in Las Vegas or somewhere.
You see this.
And you see them standing there and just see the edge of their hand like this, and you're thinking, what? And the camera is like it's flying. It's like a drone, right? And it follows them.
There's someone else filming them.
And it's the most amazing thing you can see.
Yeah.
And so this video of the car is just looking at the car.
Like a camera's floating.
From behind it. And so it's very cool. But in the edit, what's powerful about this is you get to choose where you look. So if you watch my full video, this is the big difference. You've got to watch the whole thing. You watch the full video. As I drive over a bridge, the camera pans to look at the bridge and then look around and behind
on its
you.
own?
Because you can because it's filmed the whole thing.
When you edit it.
When I edit it, I choose what to show you.
So you're saying it's not a scrollable. If I chuck up my video on YouTube, I can't just sort of scroll in every direction.
That's how I chose to present it. Was a fixed picture.
Right.
I'm sure if you upload it somewhere, it will make it available to the user. Okay. But it allows you to go, you could walk along the street with this thing out in front of you on a selfie stick. And think about a GoPro, you're looking forward. Yeah. You're just always looking forward. But if you were to walk along with this, you could say, I'm walking along Pitt Street and, look, over there's where Darryl Lee used to be. And over here's the new Apple store. And then if we look here, you can see a tram coming past, right?
Yeah.
And what you can do is rather than just upload that footage and make people look around, which you can probably do, you choose on Instagram or whatever to say, as I say, the old Darryl Lee store, you move and you look over there. And then you move the keyframe over here.
Yes, right.
And then critically, when that tram goes past, you can go keyframe, so it follows the tram.
Yeah, okay.
Like it's amazing video editing.
It's a great new camera for giving you a bit more choices in how you film stuff.
I actually think
you can use your imagination a bit more.
You think about how well they've done with the Osmo Pocket.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because you can look around, you can look around, you can look back, you can come back onto you.
That's my go-to camera.
But if you're not in the mind of the viewer in the moment, or you film something and happens beside you and you missed it.
Yeah.
So I think this camera could
everything.
Theoretically be a better selfie camera or vlogging camera.
Maybe
than any other because you can mic it up with a DJI mic, obviously.
Yeah, because it's got a receiver built in, so you just got to have the mics and it'll link automatically.
Walk along and just vlog essentially.
Maybe at IFA we could do something like that.
Exactly.
And also, too, I think that you can use it as a single camera, too. So if you want to just use it as a traditional camera, you've got that. There's a screen on one side.
Yeah.
So you could use that side, obviously, as your one lens version.
Yeah.
But quality-wise, it's got the full inside sensor and 8K and at various frames and 4K as well out there. So I think if you're a DJI fan, this is, I think, this sort of fills a bit of a gap in their lineup. So their drone cameras are amazing, as are their action cameras. Now they've got the 360 that will literally cover everything in every direction.
Yeah, it's just such a cool way to film. I think it's more aimed at your real genuine adventurer action person who's going to go snowboarding, skiing.
Oh yeah, how many times have you seen
kind of bloody things?
And they're doing something and you can see the hand out, but then it's you don't see it. It's they call it the invisible selfie stick.
That's right.
It's just not there.
And look, it's when we chose to do it in the car, to be clear, I was on a side road. I put the selfie stick because we filmed it once out the back, and it was like it's just the back of the car. It's not really good angle. Yeah. Like your car kind of looks better. So we kind of went out from the back corner.
Yeah.
So we were only sticking out like 50 centimeters. So we were on a country road. I was cautious about where we were going and everything. So it's probably dangerous in some circumstances. And if you had the thing coming off a BMX bike, you got to be careful you don't run into a tree or a mountain bike or something if you're doing it that way.
But you can do it. Like I understand, like the old 360 cameras used to have them up high. Is that right? This one you can have it at your
doesn't matter. No,
at face level. Does it matter?
Right. Doesn't matter at all.
It'll still cover it.
No,
I know it's 360 around you. So, but what's the?
It's a proper 360.
So, like you mean top
you can
and
look
ground,
above
everything.
You,
below your feet. Above you, the ceiling.
So if you let's say you put it on a 2.5 meter stick, and the feet of the stick were like 30 centimeter round, like one of these monopod things, and you hit record, you could walk around it, and then you could choose a keyframe or watch it. Everything you could see except basically that little bit at the bottom on the floor.
Right.
It's just that. It's
that's why the stick's invisible because it's right on the bottom of the thing. Right.
Yes.
Okay. I understand.
So it's basically a 15 to 20 centimetre circle of space that's not visible.
It's like the no-go zone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything else visible.
Wow. And price-wise, what is it?
$759 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Well, if you look, I like the fact that if
GoPro did this. Yeah. Well, when was the Fusion come out?
That was a while ago.
Because that was a 360 camera.
Is it still for sale?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I think the fact you can use it.
You can still buy the GoPro Max 360 action camera for $700 at Officeworks.
Wow.
$549 at JB Hi-Fi, which is a 2025 model, it says.
Wow.
Who knew?
Well,
January 2018, learn how to mount your Fusion. So, you know, maybe they've done some good software updates on that. I don't know if I've still got one downstairs.
Wow. Yeah, I've still got mine.
I lent it to someone, like my brother-in-law or something, and I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure I ever got it back. Brad,
Call it back, mate.
Brad.
Call it back.
Where's my 360? I feel like I've still.
Is this your brother or brother-in-law?
My brother-in-law. He had the boat on the harbour. It was a beautiful, you know, for fireworks and all that.
Yep. And it's only just cost you a 360-degree camera. That's not bad.
2017 that came out.
Wow. That's 8 years ago.
But you think about those little Samsung things.
Mate, that's 12 years ago, I reckon.
No, I think it's 9. The Gear VR.
No, that's
the
a while
Gear
back,
360.
Mate. That's 10 years for sure. That's 2014, 13, I reckon, around that.
Samsung Gear 360 is the first 360-degree camera, originally released in 2016. 9 years.
Was it the white? The one
right.
Was it the beige-looking one with the little?
It looked like an alien. It had the little tripods at the bottom.
Yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
I think there's one that predates that.
No, there's one after this that
doesn't have the tripod.
It doesn't have the tripod. It's got the little white.
I've got. Yeah. Oh, so the original one had the little legs on it, the tripod
Correct.
legs.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Right. And that was 2016, you reckon?
Yeah.
I thought it was further back than that. But anyway, I'll happily admit I'm wrong.
2017 was the one you're thinking of. Which, if I've got the model number correct here, and
2017.
I go to images,
it was only 8 years ago. Yeah, that's the one I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are we? Like,
yeah, I know how old I am.
Think about what we've seen.
We're at a nice spot where there's been a nice transition time. Like I reckon the move from BlackBerries to iPhones and the whole we've sort of gone through a few eras. We went through the internet era, the mobile era, crossing into the AI era. We seem to be
within that
in the
it's
crossroads.
Funny that we've that VR era.
Yeah, it didn't quite catch on, did it?
Still there and lurking with Apple,
but even with the Vision Pro. But mate, how many people have bought Vision Pros in Australia, you reckon?
Well, that's the other thing. Like, what can you do with the Osmo 360 footage on a Vision Pro? Can I watch immersive video?
I wonder. Yeah. That's a good question.
Yeah.
We should investigate that.
If only we knew people that did that kind of research and work. It's too much effort for me, I'll be honest with you.
Well, we could try it ourselves. Have you still got the Vision Pro?
I hope so.
Did you hock it on eBay or something, mate? Or you still got it here? I've got mine. I've still got mine.
Should be here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going to dust yours off or?
Not anytime soon, that's for sure.
I'll try that. I'll give it a crack.
You give it a crack.
Give it a crack.
Give it a crack.
Why not?
Anyway, details of the Osmo 360 at techguide.com.au and EFTM.com. It'll be interesting to see how that market goes. I think Insta360 should be worried.
Yeah, well, a big name like DJI, absolutely.
Yeah.
They're kind of the Apple of that sort of that part of the market. Aren't
they
they
really are.
They're really
as you said at the start. They made beautiful drones.
Yeah.
And then they started putting cameras on drones, so they had to make those really good.
Yeah.
And they've just taken what they've learnt there.
Yeah.
And put it on
Packed
there
it into
and
a
just
360.
brought it out. Yeah.
Amazing.
Cool stuff. All right. Great to have your company, folks. We love to be sharing this with you each and every week in the latest tech news. We'll do it again next week here on Two Blokes Talking Tech, Stephen. I'll see you then. Thanks to Arlo and Netgear. We'll do it all again next week.
This is Two Blokes Talking Tech with Trevor Long and Stephen Fennick.